21 Savage says, at Gunna, at Young Thug. Y'all fix that ish. Y'all love each other. You knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time, and we swept it under the rug. So he says when he...
We, like, hey, Fxck got right. Sometimes you sure we. He said, when he straight the best out. Okay, that nigga was funny.
He told the first time. So did he tell another time after that? What I'm telling you that he's referring to when he said when he told the first time, he's talking to that old video, if you guys remember the Crime Stoppers video that was surfacing while Gunna was still lit and he was cool with these guys and they didn't say anything about it when he appeared in that. It wasn't like it was a commercial or a show where he was talking about and describing the killer of his brother, because Gunna, Sergio Kitchen's brother, he was killed in the streets, and Gunna was trying to he gave information about the description of the guy that killed his brother. So this was...
That's not writing though. It's not writing. I don't fucking know what sense of moral your street nigga get. Like nah. That's, I don't want to get popped by one of your street niggas. Alright, don't come after me. Alright. But that's not writing. If somebody killed my brother right there in front of me, and I know who it is, and I see his face, and I see his description, I'm gonna fucking tell the police. Alright? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell the police so they can get that nigga. Alright? I'm not gonna let the person that killed my brother out just for fucking street law, and y'all don't follow that shit. No, I'm gonna tell the police. Yeah, I'm gonna speak with the white one. I'm gonna speak with Officer Bradford, Officer Bradley, Officer Mike. Yeah.
What's poppin', y'all? Frankly, I'm disgusted. What's poppin'?
Alright, today we're gonna react to 21 Savage. Fuck the street is disgusting. Alright. Come follow me on Instagram. I'm streaming. I'm posting all my videos on Instagram. Twitch, come follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/LOLOHAVIN. You know me. Streaming a lot. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. 21 Savage. Fuck this street is disgusting. It is disgusting because they were clowning 6ix9ine. They were talking shit to 6ix9ine. Now when their own person, when their friend say fucking up with the street, you say no, it's fuck the street now when the money's running out, when the bread is running out.
Well, frankly, I'm disgusted by this rollout of 21 Savage. Not only has it been ineffective, we'll talk about those botched numbers in a separate video, but with this release of...
Yeah, I'm telling you, money is running out. He's running out of money. He's running out of bread. The Drake stimulus pack is running out. What's this not saying? The stimulus pack is running out. So it's not as fuck the street.
Of his most recent album, I Am Worse Than I Was. This guy just, he's trying to bring Young Thug back into the game. And they've just started this it's not the movement that's disgusting. It's who is doing it and why they're doing it. So this starts off with Young Thug tweeting out, F the streets at 21 Savage. Now, Young Thug has trying to crawl his way back into the game for quite a while. Like, this guy, not only was he going on a whole tour calling everybody a rat, Woody a rat, this guy a rat, this guy a rat. He drops an album drops an album with the album cover of him being white or albino, whatever you want to call it, and then drops a song, him ripping the hard R throughout the song. Album.
Yeah, that's all this song. That's the only song I listen to on the album daily. I react to that shit, but that's the only song I listen to daily. What? What that say? Ninja. I'm calling my ops, Ninja. I'm calling my ops, Ninja. Hey, Ninja. I'm calling my ops, Ninja. That's all I listened to that
Came
nigga.
and went faster than anything we had seen before. The interview that he did with Big Bank had a longer lasting output of conversation than his album did. And since then, it's back at the drawing board. All he's done, the last thing we've heard about him is proposing to his girlfriend. So, good for him for keeping his girlfriend Mariah the Scientist after she had left him 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Who knows? But he's cool with 21 Savage. And 21 Savage is really tight with him. And in this release, he's trying to figure out, okay, how do I get him back into the game? Because Lil Baby co-signed Young Thug, and it wasn't looking good for Young Thug when Lil Baby wasn't messing with him. He's like, yo, Wham, pick up the phone. So in response to this, 21 Savage says, at Gunna, at Young Thug, y'all fix that ish. Y'all love each other. You knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time, and we swept it under the rug. So he says when
we like, hey, sometimes you should say we. He said when he said the first time. Okay, that nigga was funny.
he told the first time. So did he tell another time after that? What I'm telling you that he's referring to when he said when he told the first time, he's talking to that old video. If you guys remember the Crime Stoppers video that was surfacing while Gunna was still lit and he was cool with these guys, and they didn't say anything about it when he appeared in that. It wasn't like it was a commercial or a show where he was talking about and describing the killer of his brother, because Gunna, Sergio Kitchen's brother, he was killed in the streets, and Gunna was trying to he gave information about the description of the guy that killed his brother. So this was
That's not writing though. It's not writing. I don't fucking know what sense of moral your street nigga get. Like nah. That's I don't wanna get popped by one of your street niggas, alright? Don't come after me, alright? But that's not writing. If somebody killed my brother right there in front of me, and I know who it is, and I see his face, and I see his description, I'm gonna fucking tell the police. Alright? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell the police so they can get that nigga. Alright? I'm not gonna let the person that killed my brother out just for fucking street law, and y'all don't follow that shit. No, I'm gonna tell the police. Yeah, I'm gonna speak with the white one. I'm gonna speak with Officer Bradford, Officer Bradley, Officer Mike. Yeah. They're gonna know me well. We're gonna laugh together, we're gonna go play golf together. Just what?
spreading around everywhere. And this is what 21 Savage is referring to when he says, oh, we swept it under the rug for you. You know he wasn't trying to leave you to hang. F the streets. We ain't get ish but trauma from that. What are you talking about? You ain't get ish but trauma. 21 Savage's entire career is because of the streets. Like the street perception that 21 Savage has is because of the streets, and that resulted in the financial success that he had. So
yeah, and didn't you kill, I say, a little bit, allegedly, didn't you kill a little baby's homeboy? If it was for a young thug, like forcing you all to work at it, and you still got enough to say, I kill your brother, and something like that in this song. I forgot his name. I kill your brother and then I dap him up. Something like that.
the whole thing, oh, we ain't getting nothing but from trauma from it. No, you did not. Now, if we talk,
you got rich from that shit. You got fame from that shit. What you expecting? It's when this money's running dry. That's when you fuck the street.
About an individual.
When the money was running well, like when you got money falling onto you, like nice fucking nice. No, it's not in the street code. Now it's when the money's running dry. It's fucking
Jewel like. Hell, any of the number of other people that are locked up that are broke, yeah, they didn't get anything but trauma from it. But you got everything and more from it. You and Young Thug, and YFN Lucci held it down, so I can't say anything crazy about YFN Lucci. Like, that guy was solid, didn't say a word. Lil Durk is another dude that's solid right now, didn't say a single word. Like, these are the guys, we need to put these at the top of the game. Get Young Thug and 21 Savage the hell out of here, and put Lil Durk and YFN Lucci. These guys actually stood on principle, which we'll get into in a little bit. And this is so continued. He also goes, wham, this is at Lil Baby. You one of the realest young ones out this ish. Admit Slime was moving the goalpost and we was standing behind him because we love him. My brother. It's just a bunch of nonsense.
Nigga, didn't you kill his homeboy? Allegedly kill his homeboy? I think this nigga still hate you. He still don't like you. Why would he respond to you? Little baby, don't respond to that nigga.
There,
Don't let
and
me
then you got at QCP. I told you to your face you did wrong at the party, but I never bashed you on the internet because it would have made the city look bad because you was putting all the young people and that would have effed the money up. So what are we talking about here? Are we talking about principles? Are we talking about money? And he's talking about QCP giving a statement on the person that killed his best friend or something like that. Whack 100 talked about it. I feel like Whack 100's approach was the best out of all of this because he calls everybody out for telling. And when they said QCP, he said, I don't care what QCP did. That's my man's. He paid for my daughter's college and I'm standing behind him and I'm riding behind him no matter what. That's what he said. So, even Whack 100 was like, listen, whatever he did, I don't care. He's the exception. But here, 21 Savage is trying to be like, nah, that would have messed up the money, so I couldn't say that and this and that. And this is why it just gives me such a level of disgust because this same guy that's talking about, oh man, the streets, this and that. And keep in mind, 21 Savage has been getting Young Thug to try to forgive Gunna since before Gunna even came out, or no, right after he came out, because the audio calls that were leaking for Young Thug, he was telling him, he was like, listen, man, you got to figure this out. Like, just co-sign Gunna. Tell him that you got his career in the palm of your hand right now, which he did at that time because goofy people that couldn't put logic together for themselves were on some, now we got to wait until what Young Thug says if Gunna told or not. Me seeing him on video say YSL is a gang, yes ma'am, isn't enough for me. I need to wait for Daddy Young Thug to tell me something. This guy that went into jail, everybody's going into jail and getting fatter now as well. Like, can we throw it back to the time when people went into jail, came out, and they were jacked, like 50 Cent days? Oh my goodness. But yeah, so he was telling him, he was like, listen, you've got his career in the palm of your hands. What you've got to do is, tell him, negotiate with him. Be like, yo, I want 80% now. I want 70%. And, we can go back to moving and we can clear it all up for the fans. He didn't do that. Young Thug didn't do that. But then when it switched up on Young Thug and everybody was, talking about, yo, you were there for 2.5 hours talking about, giving every information, talking to the police. What's up with that? We got that footage. And then he's like, nah, it was a 2-hour Riz session. Longest Riz session I've ever.
Let's continue.
Seen. But yeah, he was like, nah, I was just trying to talk to them for 2 hours, saying hit me up for anything. Okay. And let's keep in mind, 21 Savage is the same individual that's got an interlude on Savage Mode 2 where he paid Morgan Freeman of all people, to narrate the following on his track titled Snitches and Rats. A regular citizen who reports seeing a crime isn't a snitch or a rat. The criminals were just sloppy. Snitches and rats are not the same thing. Let me break it down to make sure y'all see what I mean. A snitch is someone minding other folks' business to find information they can sell for a price or trade for some other form of compensation. A rat is a trader, a conceiver, a planner, or physical participator. He doesn't sell secrets for power or cash. He betrays the trust of his team or his family, hoping to save his own cowardly behind. Sounds like what Gunna did. Gunna, he was with you guys. He was a traitor to YSL. He's not repping he's not repping that anymore. The difference is at least a snitch is a human, but a rat is a rat, period. And now, Gunna's in the position where everybody loves Gunna's music. Young Thug has zero leverage over him, and these guys don't like that. And 6ix9ine, who's had a back and forth with 21 Savage for quite a while, because this is the thing that really irritated me about these folk, is that they didn't want to admit that they just didn't like 6ix9ine. That's it. They wanted to say that, no. 6ix9ine ratted. That's why we don't mess with him. No, you just didn't like him from the beginning. And he goes in on 21 Savage. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Yo, if you're watching this video, you about to hear some facts. And people don't like the truth because it hurts them. I was going to do this video on TikTok. Where you put the picture in the background and you start choking. But these facts right here need 100-inch. You see this right here? Yo, listen, they're going to skip this. The facts hurts people's feelings. I just need y'all to know that. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Now hear this out. This says, yo, hold on, let's start with this. Gunna, Young Thug, y'all niggas fix that shit. Y'all love each other. Knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time. And we swept it. We, not them. We, as the whole Atlanta. We swept it under the rug for you. He wasn't trying to leave you to hang the streets. Now it's streets when it's convenient for you. The album sales is not selling it. The Drake stimulus package, y'all selling. Now y'all talking about, yo, streets. I've been talking about this 5 years ago. Y'all bend and break the rules when it's convenient for y'all. When he told the first time, so you know, homie, a rat, but it's convenient for me, yo. My best friend could rap. You from Atlanta? He could rap, but China can't. Yo, no, it's different, bro. It's different. I've been saying this for 5 years. When he told the first time, we swept it under the rug. Where the morals? Ain't you a street nigga? Where your principle? Where your honor? You know whom you rap, but you swept it under the rug? It get worse. QCP, I told you to your face, you did wrong at the party, but I never bashed you on the internet. Why? Because it would have made the city look bad. Because you was putting all the young niggas on. And that would have f***ed the money. So you ready to eat from a rat? Mm-hmm. What happened to all good money? All money not good money. Y'all was just bashing Kodak. Mm-hmm. What happened to all money not good money? Y'all bend and break the rules when it's convenient for y'all. I walk down.
Keep in mind, 6ix9ine ran into 21 Savage at a club before. There's an incident, there's reports of it. You can look it up if you want. That's not the important part, because I'm not saying 21 Savage should have done something to 6ix9ine. But the point here is, you were calling this guy rat. What did he do that was different? If anything, 6ix9ine, and keep in mind, I do believe that 6ix9ine told, yes. And I do not justify him doing that at all. And I do.
How you don't justify him doing that? You know that they say that the Fed had to tell him that, oh shit, they put a bounty, his own crew put a bounty on his head, want him dead. How's that? He went and fucked his baby mama, he was stealing money from him. Fucking your baby mama, stealing money from you, and try and kidnap you, and try to kill you. There's no loyalty among them niggas. How the fuck that's not? How the fuck you hear that for that? You get kidnapped by own entourage, by own group, by own gang. You get kidnapped. You get extorted. You get money stolen from you without you knowing. They put a bounty on your head just to find out the cop, the police, the FBI themselves tell you, oh shit, you can't go there. They put a bounty on your head. If you go, they're going to kill your ass. Oh shit, you have to be careful. They put a bounty on your head. At this point, there's no loyalty among them, nigga. You can't be loyal to them because they haven't been loyal to since day one. The moment they decided, oh shit, let me steal money from let me steal money from him, or let me fuck his baby mama, or let me kidnap his ass. There's no loyalty. The next thing they're gonna do is kill him. There's no fucking loyalty on them, nigga. What? Y'all stupid as fuck. You know that, right?
Think that he tries to spin it, and no, I do not believe that they were cracking his baby mama at all. I do not believe that, and he's done a good job.
You didn't. Oh my god! You didn't see in the document and the paperwork. They said, "Oh shit!" They would put a bounty on this nigga head. If he had went and do the show, they're gonna kill him. You didn't see that? You didn't remember they kidnapped that nigga? And they were stealing money from him? Oh my fucking god.
Spinning it, but it's not going to fool me. But the point is, these guys, they for sure were extorting him, and they for sure did kidnap him. And they for sure were going to clap him or do something to him. With Gunna, and then you guys were saying like, nah, he was supposed to sit there and do his time. Yet Gunna, who Young Thug did nothing but bless, give him opportunity after opportunity, give him an entire career, not take money from him for such a long period of time or get payment from him, he tells on him. Instead of just sitting down knowing that he wouldn't have gotten much time at all. 6ix9ine was going to get 45 years. Just look at the other sentences these guys got. 15, right? Shotty got 15. win. So 6ix9ine was facing crazy time that Gunna was not going to end up doing. So Gunna tells on somebody that only did good for him and put him on, whereas 6ix9ine kind of architected the whole thing, where he was like, listen, I need you guys, we're gonna do this, this, and that. Gunna, he was just like, yo, come here. And Gunna was already rapping. So what Gunna did was objectively worse. Yet, you're trying to bring Gunna back into the fold or piece things together. So Fabio Foreign, he addresses this and says the following. Nah, LOL. I can't just let y'all say F the streets. The streets is the reason why a lot of these people in these big positions. Facts. I never turn my back on my biggest support system. Keep in mind, Fabio Foreign's like 41 talking like this. Nah, he's not 41, but he's...
Hey, this section, you still 50, you still biffy. Nah. Oh, yeah, this section, you still 50, you still biffy. Nah.
He's up there. I never turn my back on my biggest support system. How people help change the streets or save the streets. This is ridiculous. Like, what they're talking about is criminality. Like, how can we change or save criminality? You can't. What the hell? The streets keep me movie and keep me and mine's good. And guess what? I better not see anyone from the streets supports nobody that say F the streets. This is a fact right here. I don't care who you are. Nobody get a pass in my eyes. Not gonna lie. This is the one time 6ix9ine goofy ass was right. Hey, he's cooking here. And this is why I gotta put respect on Fabio Foreign's name. He knows where he came from. He knows who supported him, at least initially. When Fabio Foreign started having those big hits, that's when, you know, the suburbs start supporting you and you get international support and all of that. But he knows where it came from. And he knows where the aura of his music needs to stay for him to remain successful. Like 21 Savage, like, come on now. What the hell are these guys gonna rap about if not the streets anyway? Someone else that also came out.
Hey, they gonna say, I went to England to get some crumpet. Hey, I feel like that's the next 21 Savage song gonna be in England. I went to see the king. I had some crumpet and tea. I said, hey, my dear. I had a knife fight with him. I don't know what the fuck his next one gonna be. His next one gonna be about horse, sword fighting, drinking tea. You can't drink lean no more. That guy drink tea, nigga.
Against this was none other than Boosie, which I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Hey, all these people saying F the streets and all this, I'm not with it. Because I am, you know, I'm a big part of the streets. You know, that's what my love at. That's what my genuine love at. They love me so much, you know, and I'm always speak up for the streets, bro. We talking about how it traumatized it. Yeah, it f***ed us up, but it made us success stories. Everybody who was traumatized by the streets, it made you a success story to lead them streets. Streets made everything, hip-hop, NFL, NBA. All these are people who come from the, most 60% are from the NBA are from the streets. All athletes are from the streets. They had to play ball to leave the streets. So the streets got success stories. This ain't all trauma. Trauma turned into success. Let's keep it real, bro. Like, man, I ain't gonna nah, man. We ain't finna be on no shit. Especially if you done made it off the streets. Come on, man. Like, take the streets out of all our music. Take street shit out, all our music. Who are we now? Who are you now without that street message that you preach to everybody? Who are you now? Yeah, man, so that ain't cool, bro. I'm not with the street shit. I feel like y'all using that as a gateway for when y'all get in trouble. If everybody saying street, by the time y'all get in trouble, now y'all have a gateway. I'm telling the streets. I ain't going for it. I'm standing up, man. Yeah.
So Boosie here, he's talking that talk. We know Boosie's still facing cases right now. But let's be real here. The only case that 21 Savage was facing was a deportation. And now I'm not saying...
Oh, shit. Man, I think when the game, that nigga, I say, hey, Mr. Savage, we will send you back to your homeland. The king needs you. Oh, shit. He said, Western 21 Savage, I forgot his name again. I think
21 Savage was never in the streets like that. But what I'm saying is that he never had to face something as like 50 years looking down the barrel of 50 years or something like that, like a Young Thug was. That's also why when I look at Young Thug, I'm like, yo, this guy, you can't expect this guy to forgive when he's still on probation, by the way, for another 15 years or so. And if he messes up, he's going back for 20 or for however long the duration is, a ridiculously long duration. So you can't just be like, hey man, you're free, just forgive the guy. Granted, when he was calling everybody else a rat, like that's the streets right there. So why are you saying F the streets when you were standing behind that? And I put out this tweet, which is, I think it can describe a little bit better why I feel such a disdain for what these guys are trying to do. And I said, Young Thug and 21 Savage saying F the streets is the male equivalent of Brittany Renner putting that hijab on and Black China finding God. The point here is that someone actually replied and said, oh, we know they from the streets. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Black China and Brittany Renner are from the streets too. They're just a different type of streets. And when you look at them, you're like,
hey, we know what kind of street they're from. Is she leaking it? Nah.
I know who you are. I know what you are. And when you see them trying, I mean, Brittany Renner, it was like, they got 90 Day Fiance. She had 90 Day Muslim going on. So she put on that hijab, she did the whole grift, and then she popped right back out and said, okay, really, I think she just put that on to try to capture Kevin Gates. And she did her time with him and realized that he wasn't leaving his main chicks, or he wasn't gonna, whatever he's got going on. And she was like, oh, I guess I can't become the only wife. It is what it is. And then she went back to the streets she goes. It was a catch and release. And then Black China, she's been committed to it. But the point here is that they switched up when their original game plan was not working anymore. Like, Ruby Rose replaced Brittany Renner. And Ruby Rose does not have a kid either. And Black China was getting up there in age. She had kids. She's like, well, I can't compete. I can't compete with these young chicks. It's like LeBron. I mean, LeBron is still competing, actually. But so when you got Young Thug and 21 Savage, the reason why this disgusts me so much is that if the first time that it doesn't benefit you to support the streets, you turn against it because you want to get back cool with your mans, Gunna, or in this case with Young Thug, the narrative completely switched up against you when you were talking about this rat, tell, never talk to police, and then there's footage of you talking to them in whatever capacity you want to call it. Now you want to switch everything up? Nah. Now is when you're being tested. So how real are you now? Because who cares what your quote-unquote principles are if they've never been tested? It's easy to say, man, I would never tell. Everybody says I would never tell. Man, yeah.
I never said it. Nigga, what? I would tell. They call me White as Tell. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? White as Tell, nigga, what? I will tell. If I'm looking at 50 years to life, nigga, White as Tell, nigga. I got dream. I got inspiration. I got family. I'm trying to retire my parents, nigga, what? You think I want to spend the rest of my life with another nigga that did some stupid shit? Nigga, no. I got a dream, I got inspiration. Nigga, I'm trying to be a millionaire. What the fuck you think I'm gonna waste 50 years of my life for another nigga? And I know damn well y'all probably gonna try to fuck my bitch when I'm in jail. Fuck no, I'm not gonna do that shit, what? Y'all gotta learn coming. I don't know, like, I keep secret. I'll help you with stuff like that. I'll help you move. I'll help you that. I'll pay your bond for you. But that time, nigga, I ain't spending time for you. I can't do that, nigga. I can't do that, nigga. I will help you. I'll feed you. I'll feed your family, stuff like that. I'll even pay for your children in school or something. But I'm not spending that time, nigga. I'm not gonna drop any 4x4 cell, like a small ass cell with multiple niggas in there fighting for my butt. Fuck no, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna do that shit. What? If you're my homeboy and you did some stupid shit and go to jail, I will help your family. I will feed your family. I will bring you charge. I will pay for child education. But I'm not gonna spend that time, nigga. Fuck no.
Gunna was rapping Take It to trial, and this guy did not even step foot in trial. He took the first plea out. So we don't care until it comes to it, and that's why I say I have so much respect for Dirk. And it's not like having respect for somebody is not saying what they did was right or I support what they did. I have respect for Lil Durk because number one, Lil Durk came out and cut off Gunna knowing that it would harm him. He had a hit song with Gunna. Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? Him and Gunna would have been running it up together. But he said, and this is instilled from his father, yo, somebody told on my father and took him away from me for 20 years. Yes, his father did the crimes, and it's really his father that took himself away from him. But regardless of that, and he says, I'm cutting off Gunna before any of these other people like 21 Savage did anything. So he stood on his principles. He was like, yo, my principles is I'm not messing with somebody that's telling. I saw what I saw. He told. Not messing with him. Now, is he going to mess with Young Thug? That's another question. But regardless of that, what happened? He just caught a charge, murder for hire. Have we heard anything from Lil Durk since? Nope. He sat down and shut up like he's supposed to. The only time we've heard Durk say anything was on a call with, who was it? The guy from the Big U case. You guys know, the guy that be yelling, Sweetie. And that guy got him on a call with Durk not even knowing that this was public and recorded or a live stream. So, other than that, Durk's been quiet. And he hasn't been like, yo, I'm being mistreated in here. He hasn't been crying. He hasn't been complaining. He hasn't been trying to, like, get me out of here. He's just like, yo, I'm waiting for my court date. I'm trying to get my bond. And that he's not even saying that. He's letting his lawyer talk. And this guy is facing the rest of his life in prison, was at the peak of his career, and he's just sitting down solid. That's it. You have to respect that. Like, this guy told you what he was. He told you what he stood by, and then when it came down to it, he stood by it. But these guys, Young Thug and 21 Savage, they're telling you what they're about, and then, oh shoot, my man's got caught. Man, you know how it be, right? No, we don't know how it be. Actually, you told us how it's supposed to be, which is you don't mess with people that's telling. And now it's like, nah, you know he wasn't street like that the first time he told. Well, what about 6ix9ine then? The guy had rainbow hair and dancing around in a video with a bunch of Bloods. I don't think, like, nobody was like, yeah, you know, this guy grew up in this. Like, let's be real. I mean, he grew up in that neighborhood, but he didn't grow up in that gang. So this is the lamest thing I've seen. And a real example of F the streets is a Jeezy, is a Gucci Mane, which these guys, they didn't say F the streets, but you saw them elevate. You saw their music change. You saw them build businesses. You saw Jeezy slowly change the circle of people around him. 50 Cent is another example of F the streets. How many street people does 50 Cent got around him now? Probably the only amount that he needs to, make sure nothing bad happens to him. But other than that, he's professional. He's clean cut now. He's written books. He's worked with different TV productions. He's done stars. That's a definition of F the streets. He's not making music talking about the streets anymore. You lead by example and by action, not by talking just to try to cover up for your homie. Because let's keep it real. If 21 Savage and Young Thug stop rapping about the streets, they have no music. Nobody, and their audience is not trying to hear that. And this is why it's gross and it's disingenuous, and we know they don't mean it at all. And on top of that, that is the only thing that made them successful, is their street background. Like, yeah, of course, the music had to be there. But for 21 Savage to talk about, like, all he got was trauma? What are you talking about? There is no other avenue where 21 Savage would have made it in life if it wasn't for this rap stuff that's tied to his street stuff. He was talking in a separate interview. I'm not going to play the clip, but he said, yeah, I would have been a millionaire regardless. We would have robbed the plug for like 100 keys or something. Yeah, you would have robbed the plug. Okay. Yeah, rob the plug from foreign country, and they would have had you hog-tied, hanging upside down, and lit you on fire. Like, come on now. And that's the thing. He didn't say, oh, I would have been a producer, I would have signed somebody. No, he said I would have got it out the streets if I didn't get it out the music. Well, you know what would have likely happened? He would have been in a cell, or he would have been 6 feet under. So that's why I say that. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Like, fuck the street. After your money run out, after your homeboy switch, after I feel like they're saying that because the money is running out. The shit is running out. That's why I say fuck the street now. Alright, that was 21 Savage. Fuck the street. It's disgusting. Alright, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Vote to 10K. Let's go, nigga. Let's go, nigga. Let's go, nigga. come follow me on Instagram, Twitch, Twitch.tv Lolo Havin.